Welcome children in our video 4 of Geography Lesson 3, Our Changing Earth. We have seen the exogenic forces that work and the works done by the exogenic forces that work on the surface and the major landforms that are formed due to weathering and even erosion. And this process of erosion and deposition creates different landforms on the surface of the earth. We have also seen the work of the river, that as the river flows, it erodes the land on its way, carrying a lot of material, and on the way to the sea, it forms waterfalls, meanders, oxbow lakes, floodplains, levees, and deltas. So today we are going to learn about work of sea waves. Yes, sea waves also form some structure or some landforms, or you can say they give rise to coastal landforms. Now, what coastal landforms are formed due to this sea waves? It is sea caves, sea arches, stacks, and sea cliff. Here in the figure, you can see the cave, arches, stack formed. Now, we'll learn in detail how the sea caves and arches, stacks, and sea cliff is formed. We'll see first how sea caves are formed. Now, sea caves, if you go to the seashore or the beaches, you see the waves are continuously striking. They keep coming towards the seashore. And the same way, if they keep striking on the rocks on the beaches. Due to this, what happens? Cracks are developed. And when the cracks, if you see here also, you can find some cracks developed due to the sea waves. And over the time, they become larger and wider. They thus hollow like here you see the hollow like caves are formed on the rocks, and these are called sea caves. All these are called sea caves. Now gradually after time, what happens? These cavities or these caves, continuously now the sea water is going to enter these caves, also striking the inner part of the cave. And then what happens? It is broken. What remains is only the roof. Here in the sea arch picture, you see the second diagram figure here, picture here. Only the roof is left, and this part due to the sea waves, that rock is being broken and it's collapsed, and only the roof is left. So this gives the formation of arches. So this is your sea arch, like a command kind of thing. You see near the temples and all, you find it says. So that is human made, built, but here this is formed, naturally formed by the sea waves. Then what happens? Now continuously the sea waves are striking. First they make caves, and then due to this key caves only roof is left, and then gradually the roof also forms. Suppose there was a roof over here, so this roof also is collapsed or it falls, and then what remains is only this a pillar. What remains? Only this pillar, which is your stack, which is called as stack. Now let's see about sea cliff. Now what happens? Now the sea, after this stack is formed, if you see in the earlier, if you see here this part which is emerging in the sea water, this pointed part wherever you see here, yes, this all is called as, this all is known as sea cliff. It is a steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above the seawater. See, it's exactly above the seawater. This is called sea cliff. And then now you see how the beaches are formed. As you all know that the sea water or the waves keeps coming, they come and go, and in this process the sea water, these waves keep carrying some deposits with them from the sea, and some sand, silt, some even the what you can say, the shells, all these minute very fine particles of shells are being carried by these waves, and they all get deposited here near the land, and this gives the formation, or this is how the beaches are formed. Okay children, I hope you have understood the work of sea waves, how the sea waves strike the rock, cracks are developed, Gradually over the time they become large, they become hollow, and the cave is formed. And then this cave, again the roof of the cave is being sorry, this caves are again, the cavities become bigger and bigger, and only the roof is remained, turning it into, forming it into an arches. And then further erosion, these wall like feature is also formed, or you can say a pillar is just left because the roof of that arch is fallen, and only the pillar like structure is formed, that is called stack. And the steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above the seawater is called sea cliff. And the sea waves deposit sediments along the shore, forming it into beaches. Now next video we'll learn about work of ice and work of winds. Okay children, goodbye, have a good day.